preview.
What I wanted to do is actually kind of look at a few frames with you and ask you a little bit of behind the scenes, because watching these, I was like, man, there's some crazy good shots.
Cool.
First off, like this first segment with the music is just awesome. I love this whole entire thing. But there were 4 shots specifically I wanted to ask you about.
Cool.
I think they're really interesting. You got a couple of drone shots throughout,
Yeah.
With your drone, were you using your GH4 or were you using a different camera?
No, that was all shot with the DJI Phantom 3 Pro.
Okay, a DJI Phantom. Okay, cool. So there's one shot coming
Good thing
up.
too, because we crashed it a few times. So
Dude, you're done. Yeah. GH4 is toast. Okay, so the first shot, not this shot, this shot. Okay, so I'll play it all the way through just a little bit. What we'll do for the video.
Could take, but I still wanted what it could give.
Talk a little bit the behind the scenes of getting this shot. So where is this at first off? Because at first I was like, is that Chinaman's? I was like, no, there's no way.
No, that was actually cool. I had never shot there. That was Point. And like it was just like as soon as that sun dropped, it was just like
gorgeous.
Oh, it was epic. So, that was just a nice, I guess, sunset.
And so were you in the water, just like having your waterproof case? And how did you stay stationary? You go
out there and you just throw on your fins, and you're swimming a lot around there, but just it helps, honestly. Like maybe a tip for shooting underwater or shooting in the water is I shoot a lot in 60p and then slow it down. And that helps to make it gives you longer moments of steadiness, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But definitely like how steady you can get your hand, I guess. And,
wow.
Sometimes you get it right and other times you don't, and I guess that was a time where it was good. So
all right, cool. Another shot was, I don't know if people have asked you a lot about this shot. I mean, it's pretty clear how you got it, but I just have to know, what was it like to be filming and there's just this...
There's places and people that we'll never see again. And for me, having just a photo of that moment or that place, for me to be able to hold on to that photo later means everything.
So what was that like? Could you hear the whale? Could you hear?
So there are some times when you hear the whales and sometimes you don't. And I don't know if in that moment remember if the whale was actually singing or not.
Yeah.
But like that was actually kind of like a pretty like spiritual experience, because you have like a creation so big in the water and you're so small, and you realize exactly that, like I'm such a small part of this world, and you're in this huge vast ocean, and like that's the whale's habitat, like we're stepping into their home, but first like seeing that whale, like I remember just seeing like blue, like this dark shade of blue in front of me, and everyone's like, oh, the whale's right there, and I'm like, I'm not seeing it, and then I look left and I see the end of that dark shade of blue, and then I look right and I see the other end of it, and like I step back, I'm like, oh, that's the whale, it's so big. But just like really just, I don't know, kind of like like I said, just like kind of a spiritual experience, just because it just kind of puts you in your place and you realize like how amazing God's creations are.
Yeah. Were you guys just out filming and then you just saw it and you're like, oh, we got to get this shot? Or, was it deliberate, like, hey, we know there's some whales over here?
Yeah, for sure. So we had actually gone out on several, like, Amherst Ante does whale tours.
Oh, okay. So that was here in Oahu?
No, sorry, that was in Tahiti.
That was in Tahiti.
Yeah,
okay.
There's places in Tahiti, and I'm sure even here, like, where whales are going to be.
Right.
But on that specific ride out, kind of how it is like you'll go out to where they're kind of frequently seen and where they're at, and you could wait up to like 2 hours until you actually spot one.
Yeah.
But once you finally do, you kind of monitor its breach points, how long it's coming up, and then like, because it's going to go back down once it breaches just like that.
Right.
And so if it keeps swimming away, then you know it's going to beat you and you won't be able to get in with it. But as soon as it breaches and it stays in one point, you can bring the boat so close. You have to keep a certain distance, and then you dive in, and if you can get it where you're with them for like 30 minutes before they dive back under, and then you lose them, and then they'll come back up and breach again, and they might stay in that position for a while. But sometimes like we went out and there was none, you know. But other times like right after you're done surfing, like they're just right around the corner, and you weren't actually going to look for them, but they happened to be there. But for that specific shot, that was one of our first encounters.
Oh, okay.
On that trip, so that was pretty cool.
Dang, man. Okay. So. Now we've got this dolphin shot, and I'm just curious, watching it and seeing the movement. So, were you on a boat and you were just at the very edge, or how were you getting that movement? Was that your drone, or?
Yeah. So because I mentioned I crashed my drone.
Oh yeah.
I crashed out on like day 3 of our 3-week trip, and so I was super bummed. So from there on out, like I was so bummed because I really wanted just like epic drone shots. I didn't want it to be a film just full of drone shots, you know, but I wanted to use it sparingly, but when I used it, I wanted it to be really good. So to like make up for that, then my mindset was like, anytime I was on the bow of a boat, I was like, I'm gonna make this look like it was a drone shot.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of like kind of pan ups. Whenever we were on a boat and it was glass, like I would go right to the bow, and I would do like just a pan up move to kind of emulate maybe a drone shot. Yeah. So there's a few shots in the film that are like that, and I was really trying to create again that feel of a drone shot. This one was on our way back actually from going out and diving with some whales, and right as we were about to come back to the dock, these dolphins just pop up, and right to my left and to my right is everyone on the boat just also looking at them too, and I'm just like holding my, camera up, hoping to get it, you know, and trying to hold it steady. And that one was really sick because it just turned out super smooth, and that was probably one of the best dolphin shots.